Bum 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 ba, bum bum. Oh. Oh, I'm sure he'll be. Oh, he's not online. Whoops. Never mind. Oh, I picked a bad timing. I want to look at the grind camp stuff. Grrr. But I'm doing these calls. Oh well. I'll do that later. Do 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 do. I might just call someone else. Depends on how patient I am. I kind of like the whole just calling and then that sounded like a ding. Ah, where's this coming from? Oh, Bakesman. Oh, cool. All right, you look like you're here now. Boom. That beep is so loud. Holy shit. Hey there.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, holy shit! I can actually see you. You're the first person I can actually see.
Oh, that's weird. I can see you twice.
No, yeah, all the other people just had their Skype like username, and it was mostly just a voice call.
Oh, hey, man, love your stuff, dude. You're like very impressive. 40,000. Actually, you have like 50,000 listings.
Yeah, yeah,
That's really
mostly just to
cool.
learn about it, you know.
That's awesome, man. Hey, I wanted to ask you. So far, what's you giving out a lot of stuff, a lot of content, a lot of great information.
Hmm.
What is something that you need help with?
What do I need help with?
Yeah, to like take it to the next level.
Holy crap, I don't even know really, because right now, like, it's hard for me to answer that question right now because so much of my life is like transitioning. I'm just about to move to a foreign country and like be around a bunch of people. Um, I don't know if there is anything at the moment, to be honest. Like, there's like always so much more to learn. You know what I mean? I'm not saying at all that I can't grow. It's just like I have such great influences in my life. I have like everything I need to be happy and motivated, and like all those things will come. You know what I mean? I freak out about money, but I think that's just normal. Like until I'm like, I haven't really have enough.
Oh, that's cool. So how long you been doing this?
Um, Doing drop shipping.
Yeah, drop shipping. Sorry.
I started drop shipping like I think like 2 years ago because it's kind of fuzzy right now because I started off as an eBay seller, selling Nintendo products and like
Okay.
stuff I could buy off Craigslist, and then I'd sell it on eBay. And I sold Nintendo stuff like N64 games, NES games, Super Nintendo games, that kind of stuff, because they sell really really quickly, and I loved that I could post something and somebody would buy it within like hours. So it was really thrilling, and so that's what got me started. And then I sold for a guy who did like storage wars kind of stuff. So he would give me stuff, and then I'd sell it, and I'd keep 50% of the profit, and he'd take the other 50%. But it was nice because it didn't need any upfront capital, so I was just able to get experience selling things. And then I came across David Dang Vu's Udemy course about drop
Yeah.
shipping and optimization, and that's what introduced me to drop shipping. I'd already been selling on eBay, so I was in a position where it was like, oh, this is very relevant to me. Like,
True, true. I was selling on Amazon, and then I had a VA that was helping me out with that. But we started automating things, and
mm-hmm.
then she started noticing that there wasn't a need for her. So she said, "Do you have an eBay account? Can I make a drop shipping thing for you?"
Oh, that's cool.
And I said, by all means, sure. I don't want to fire you, but at the same time, we got to make sure that you're bringing
Yeah,
in some value too to the team. So that was great, and that got me into it. And then she started doing her own thing as well. And I was like, more power to you. Like if you learn it, you know it, do it. I'm
yeah.
happy for you. And so I ended up hiring somebody else, and then I found out about this guy from Udemy. What's his name? David something.
David Dang Vu.
Yeah, him. And
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty cool. It's such a fun thing to do. Just finding items and then reselling them, and that's the complete opposite almost what I'm doing with Amazon, where there's a bunch of research
yeah.
before you buy something in bulk or from wholesalers or from China, whatever.
Yeah, you have to commit to things.
And you have to commit to
Yeah.
you
With
better make sure
with
they're gonna.
eBay dropshipping, you're just committing your time, but that's about it.
Exactly, exactly. And if we can automate that, and then as you already know, there's so many tools, BAs that can take care of it.
Yeah.
Um, so that's awesome, dude. I love hearing like stories, successful stories, people that just get started one thing, and next thing you know, like you, I'm sure you're doing like at least 50 grand in total revenue.
No, I don't think like I've I've made like out of drop shipping like less than like $12,000. I don't really like it's weird because I don't track anything, man. Like when it comes to like I track enough to pay my taxes, but I do that like a couple times a year to pay like my quarterly taxes. And
Okay.
I spend, I'm a sole proprietor, so I spend business money based on a feeling I have if I can afford to or not. Like
Uh-huh.
there's a whole lot I need to like there's so much I need to change and just like have something be tracked, automate certain things, and like the main thing for me is that I was very very sick for a period of years, and it still hasn't even been a year since I got better. So everything's like,
Well, it looks like you're healing just fine. So
yeah, I
that's
feel
awesome.
yeah. But at the same time, I don't know if it's just because my life is so fucking interesting now that like I can't. Why would I sleep? That didn't used to be true, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's an interesting point of view, actually. Um, but yeah, but I mean, you do. So what's your conversion rate like with 50,000?
It's
Um,
like less than 0.5%. Like
okay.
my sell through rate.
Yes, you sell through rate.
Yeah,
I was so curious when I noticed that. I'm like, I really will, because I only have about for maybe 500 listings right now.
yeah.
So my goal is to get about 1,000. Um, and I think we're at 20%. But at that many listings, I was really impressed, and I was really curious. Like, well, if you know sell through rate is huge, then I'm like, wow,
No, my
that's
sell through rate is tiny. It is interesting though because it's taught me a couple of things, and one is that a lot of people think that eBay looks at your sell through rate.
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, there's
So
no way that's true because I couldn't exist. Like if that has never once come up. So my understanding now is sell through rate is a metric that is useful, but it is not something that is actually like considered.
so do you ever go through all your listings and say, anything that has I don't know 100 views or below, we're just gonna delete them. It's been listed for three
I do
weeks.
it time based now. So for a long time, I didn't have a process to delete my listings. I would just reiterate my entire store, get rid of everything, restart, do that over and over again. Um, Now I delete my listings. A lot of bulk is just finding a tool that enables you to do it, and then once you
So
find it, then you just do it. So recently I came across something called, I think, fees delister, and it just enables you to click one button and it's like delete 200 haven't sold in 59 days, or so it's basically like haven't sold in a week, haven't sold in a month, haven't sold in 2 months, haven't sold in 3 months, and you just click a button, and each time you click the button 200 get deleted. So I just like click 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 click.
that's perfect.
Yeah, it's great.
I didn't even know about this. I'm like taking notes right now while we
Yeah,
talk.
it's fees delister,
He's got it. Awesome.
and that'll
Yeah.
that'll look at your sell through rate and everything. It's made for like it can only look at 25,000 items at a time. So for me, that's kind of an issue. I have to like look at certain parts of my items and just keep trimming it and reloading it. But for most people, that'd be fine.
All right. All right. And so do you I know you list a bunch of whole different items. Like I'm sticking to the home improvement type stuff.
Uh huh.
Do you have anything that like a certain category where you see there are higher margins, net profit?
I think each category kind of has different pricing strategies work better in certain categories, because I have to find a model of pricing that works across the board.
Okay.
um,
Right.
so what I'm focusing now on is it's more about the prices of items available. So I once my account got big, I was like, okay, I got to take advantage of how big my account limits are. How do I do that? And there were two ways. I was like, okay, first way I'm looking at is posting more expensive items because there's less competition, right? So if I
Sure.
can identify more expensive items and sell them, then I'll earn more money. And that is true, but more expensive items bring so many more problems. And I have to think of this mentality where like, okay, if I want to scale this 1,000-fold, I just need to have something that produces a little bit of profit and it's clean, doesn't produce problems, or at least barely any, and then scale that a whole bunch, right?
Right.
So my focus now is I'm replacing all of my listings with only listings that aren't eligible for free shipping at Walmart. So they're 2-day items and they aren't eligible for free shipping, so that the $6 shipping fee is always included in my pricing. And then when somebody buys multiple of them, then I become much more profitable. And it's all to try and get these multi-quantity sales to happen, because they are like, I'm really realizing, okay, you can sell a $2,000 sale, you could earn like $10 off that, 20, 200, 300, who knows, But some of these multi-quantity sales, we're talking about items that sell for like $220 and cost like $80 to fulfill. It's crazy, like.
That's interesting. So I just have one more question for you. So where's your 80/20 for your business?
What do you mean?
What is the 20% that creates the most revenue, the most I don't know, productivity?
Now it's definitely the one that creates most of the profit is those multi-quantity ones. And I had a couple of them occurring, and now I've reformatted all of my listings to make that my focus.
Interesting.
Aside from that, categories that have done well are like baby-related items. Those do really well with the GSP program, to the point where I've like just posted all of the available baby items regardless of price for Walmart, stuff like that. Certain things that, like, when you're talking about